So let's rewind the clock. We're talking about the early internet. This was a time way before social media, before smartphones, before everything was just a tap away. The internet was mostly a tool for academics and researchers. It was a place for sharing files and sending emails. But here's the thing about people. We always want to connect. We want to talk, share ideas, and just hang out. The existing tools like email or bulletin board systems were slow. They felt like leaving messages on a corkboard. You'd post something and then wait, maybe for hours, maybe for days, to get a reply. It wasn't a conversation, it was correspondence. There was a clear need for something more immediate. People wanted real-time communication. They wanted to have a conversation that flowed, where you could see replies instantly. People from all over the world who shared a common interest wanted a digital space where they could gather and talk as if they were in the same room. The infrastructure was there, but the right software was missing. This gap in the market was a big one. The early internet pioneers saw this potential. They understood that if you could build a platform for live chat, it would fundamentally change how people used the network. Enter Jarkko Oikarinen. He was a Finnish university student in 1988. He was working at the University of Oulu, and he was trying to improve an existing chat program on a public bulletin board system. But he found it limiting, so he decided to build something new from the ground up. He wanted to create a chat protocol that was more robust and could work across different networks. He wasn't trying to build a billion-dollar company. He was just a tech enthusiast trying to solve a problem he was personally facing. On a late summer day, specifically August 1988, Jarkko released the first version of Internet Relay Chat, or IRC. It was designed to replace a program called MUT, or Multi-User Talk. The goal was simple: create a system for real-time text-based communication. It was built to be lightweight and efficient, which was crucial because internet connections back then were incredibly slow and unreliable. The first IRC server, Tolson.ulu.fi, went live. Soon, other universities and institutions started running their own servers, connecting them together to form the first IRC network. It spread organically, from one tech enthusiast to another. The beauty of IRC was its simplicity and its decentralized nature. It wasn't owned by a single company. Instead, it was a network of interconnected servers run by volunteers. This open-source, community-driven approach was fundamental to its early success. It embodied the original spirit of the Internet, a collaborative and open space for everyone, free from corporate control. So, how did IRC actually work? The core concept was pretty straightforward. Users would connect to an IRC server using a client program. Think of the client as your app, and the server as the hub that manages all the connections and messages. Once you were connected, you could join channels. A channel was basically a chat room. Each channel had a name, usually starting with a hashtag like #tech or #gaming. Anyone could create a channel, and you could join as many as you wanted. All messages sent to a channel were broadcast in real time to everyone else in that channel. It was simple, but incredibly effective. This channel system was a game changer. It allowed for topic-based group conversations on a massive scale. Before IRC, online discussions were often scattered and hard to follow. This organization of conversations into distinct rooms was a foundational concept. It's something we see mimicked everywhere today, from Slack channels to Discord servers. It all started with that simple hashtag prefix. But one of the most powerful and unique aspects of IRC was the use of bots. Bots were automated programs that could join channels and perform tasks. They could be used for channel moderation, like kicking users who broke the rules, or for fun things like hosting trivia games or providing weather updates. The entire experience was text-based. There were no profile pictures, no emojis, no fancy graphics. It was just you, your nickname, and a command line interface. The impact of IRC is hard to overstate. For a long time, it was the place to be online if you wanted a live conversation. It was where early open-source projects collaborated, where gamers organized matches, and where people from all walks of life formed lasting friendships. IRC was the blueprint for online communities. It proved that the internet could be a social place, a platform for building relationships and sharing knowledge in real time. It was the first technology to truly deliver on the promise of a global village. Look at the tools we use every single day: Platforms like Slack and Discord are, in many ways, the spiritual successors to IRC. Slack's entire structure, workspaces, public channels, private channels, and integrations, is a modern, polished version of the IRC model. Discord took the same concepts and applied them to the gaming community, adding voice chat and other rich media features. The core loop of joining a server, entering a channel, and chatting with a group is pure IRC DNA. As the internet became more commercial and user-friendly, newer platforms emerged. Services like AIM, MSN Messenger, and later social media offered a more graphical and less technical experience. But here's the thing, IRC is not dead. Not by a long shot. It continues to be used by a dedicated community of tech enthusiasts, open-source developers, and privacy advocates. While it may no longer be the king of online chat, its legacy is everywhere. Every time you join a channel on Slack or hop into a voice server on Discord, you are experiencing the evolution of an idea that was born in a Finnish university back in 1988. IRC didn't just change the internet, it taught the internet how to talk.